Welcome to Trinity Lutheran Church. And you know what? I just can't wait, especially to meet you someday, whether here on earth or in heaven above.
What a day that will be when my Jesus I shall see, and I look upon His face, the one who saved me by His grace. When He takes me by the hand and leads me through the promised land. What a day, a glorious day that will be. What a day that will be when my Jesus I shall see. When I look upon His face, the one who saved me by His grace. When He takes me by the hand and leads me through that promised land. What a day, glorious day that will be. There'll be no sorrow there, no more burdens to bear, no more sickness, no more pain, no more parting over there, but forever I will be with the one who died for me. What a day, a glorious day that will be. What a day that will be when my Jesus I shall see. When I look upon His face, the one who saved me by His grace. When He takes me by the hand and leads me through that promised land. What a day, glorious day that will be.
Last week when we talked to you about the children, the lavishing of love and lavishing love of a parent, and where a child goes, oh yuck. But one thing that is complete opposite too, many children look forward and they just can't wait to be able to see mom and dad pick them up again from school and get them back home. I don't know about you if you had an event as a child that you just couldn't wait. The anticipation was almost too much. For me, there was times my mother would say that dad was going to come off the pipeline a little bit early. And so what we got to do is we got to get all cleaned up, get ready to go, and we go out the driveway and we would wait at the top of a hill that was part of our driveway coming down to our house and wait for Dad to come home, because we knew a couple things. Dad was driving an old Dodge pickup that we had back, I was in, I don't know how old, it was older than the mid-50s, I know that. And we'd sit there and wait because, one, we got to see Dad. Two, we got to ride in the back of the pickup down the hill to the house. And number three, when we were ready to go, Dad got cleaned up from work, we headed to Dave's Drive-In and had a big old root beer and something to eat. I don't know what for you is that anticipation of those days of youth, but there's an anticipation. As the song that you just heard sung, what a day that will be, as it reflects in Revelation, the 21st chapter, beginning with the first verse. Let's look at this new heaven and new earth. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth passed away, and there was no longer any sea. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, made ready as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is among men, and he will dwell among them, and they shall be his people, and God himself will be among them. And he will wipe away every tear from their eyes. And there will no longer be any death, and there will no longer be any mourning, or crying, or pain. The first things have passed away. And he who sits on the throne said, Behold, I'm making all things new. And he said, Write, for these words are faithful and true. Then he said to me, It is done. I am the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give to the one who thirsts from the spring of the water of life without cost. He who overcomes will inherit these things, and I will be his God, and he will be my son. Boy, that's good news. I don't know about you. While I'm here on this earth, in the sinful flesh I have to deal with, I can't wait. There's a day that is coming, and what a day that'll be, that I will no longer struggle in my sinful flesh, and I will no longer be tempted by the world and Satan, but I'll be in the presence of my Jesus. So will you, as a believer in Jesus Christ, back to the original design that God designed us for, to be in his presence for eternity without sin. What a day that's going to be. I just can't wait. But in the meantime, I have God's holy word that fills me and strengthens me in that one true faith. That's my prayer for you today, as the word of God is revealed to you, that he strengthens and preserves as you look forward to that day that will be. As always, I look forward to seeing you, whether here in this devotion, our day-to-day lives, or you and I get to greet each other in Jesus Christ in heaven. As always, thanks for all. You are part of this mission and ministry here at Trinity in New York Mills. We'd love to see you sometime on Sunday, 8 and 9:30 during our summer, as we gather with fellow believers in Jesus Christ.